First off, I would like to congratulate everyone that fought yesterday and the fucking UFC fights yesterday. All the winners and even the losers. Everyone put on a great show. It was a great, fight card, great event. It had a crazy ass ending. It's something that I'm pretty sure none of us, or maybe a few people, but not a lot of people expected that to happen. And I think, I think it was. It shouldn't be a surprise. I think based on everything that's been happening this past year, last 2 years, couple years ago, like the build up to this fight, everything that happened, I don't think we should be surprised. And to go even beyond that, I don't think we should talk down on Khabib. We shouldn't say that he's a bad person and all of that, because obviously this wasn't his first fight. He's shown everyone, the fans, everyone that watches the sport, the fights, everything, he's shown that he's a respectful man, that he takes his job seriously, that he loves fighting. And I mean, he's been doing it since he was a kid. He has come a long way to fight over here in this country, and he's shown respect to his peers and everyone. But obviously everyone has, you, me, everyone, we all have a different a code that we live by. Like we all have different manners, different traits, personality traits, different beliefs, different values. And of course everyone's different. But everyone has to really sit down and think, when someone breaks into that barrier, breaks your barrier and goes past beyond a certain limit, and it conflicts with your beliefs and who you are as a person and how you carry yourself and what you believe in, and how you live your life. And not only that, but the people around you, family, your team, everyone, and it conflicts them and brings them in the picture too. Not only you, but people you love and care about as well. That's when things could go crazy, and like yesterday was just a big example of that. Like, if no one expected that, but you saw it happen and you're losing your mind over that, trust me, I don't think there's nothing to lose your mind over. And I don't think the sport is gonna lose any fans anytime soon. I don't think that people who truly love watching combat sports, boxing, martial arts, and all of that, I don't think those people are gonna stop watching the sport because of what happened. Those are things that are bound to happen eventually. I mean, we all expect to have a civilized fight, between two people, when in reality you have two fighters, two killers in the middle of the octagon, giving their all, trying to beat the other person down, like trying to kill them, trying to, under quote, not kill them, but you guys know what I mean, knock them down, take them out. And what clearly happened yesterday, someone stepped into, Khabib's, not only him, but his whole team. They broke their values, their beliefs. Someone like challenged their beliefs and their values and the way they carry themselves with their lives. And look at what happened. We all have a breaking point, and that obviously showed yesterday. Khabib is a well composed person, a respectful guy, and to see that happen to him, it just goes to show that, like, he's a human just like all of us. We all make mistakes, and I'm not saying what he did was right or none of that, but I am saying that he did have a reason behind it, and I see the reason. Like, people can't go around talking shit about him and all of this when obviously, if you really sit down and think about it, everyone has obviously forgotten what Connor did last year, or I don't know if it was a couple months ago. Like, you gotta put yourself in other people's shoes. If you're in a fucking bus and someone throws a fucking metal object across your fucking window, and then you're not the only one in the buzz. There's other fighters too, other people that are trying to fight and, you know, get a paycheck. You know, it's their job, it's their career, it's what they do. And that fucking incident caused other people to miss the fight, you know, and go to the hospital, you know, and he got sued and everything, right? But if he's fighting right now, obviously it wasn't a big deal. The UFC didn't make a big deal out of it, you know, because he's still walking around being himself, you know, like if nothing happened. And the crazy thing is, everyone at the stands, everyone fucking watching the show is losing their mind because, you know, because of him. Oh, he's back, blah, blah, blah. But people forgot that he actually fucking crossed that fucking line and not only hurt one person, hurt other people that weren't even involved in this whole fucking drama that, you know, like this whole fucking drama between the fighters, between, you know, Conor and Khabib. Other people that were not involved in that circle got injured because of that. It's just crazy, you know. Like, I don't think people should look down on Khabib or anything. It's just something that was bound to happen in my eyes. My bad, sorry about that. I just think that all of this, honestly, is just karma. It's the cycle, you know. It's the circle of life, you know. Karma, you know. You do something bad to other people and keep doing bad and bad. Something eventually will come back to you, you know. Something bad is gonna come back and hit you, you know, or, you know, you guys know what I mean. Something in life's gonna happen to you that is gonna bring conflicts or issues into your life because of your past actions, and not only actions, words, everything that you've done that's hurt other people and has caused certain things to happen to other people, or just in life in general, or anyone, you know. Like, it's karma. Like, I'm a big believer in karma now. You know, I mean, I wasn't when I was a bit younger, because, you know, everyone's young and stupid. But as you keep getting older, you realize that karma is just, you know, it's the circle of life, and the yin and the yang. There's always gonna be bad where there's good, and good where there's bad. You know, and if you're doing something bad to someone, that bad is eventually gonna come back into your life, no matter how much good you have. You know, and I honestly think that's what happened yesterday. It's sad to see, you know, people, you know, that weren't really that, other than the fighters fighting, you know. But that's how personal it got. That's how fucking how hurt the other people were. For someone to jump out of the ring and start fighting someone else that wasn't Conor or Khabib, that we as the people, we know little. We don't know that much. We're not reporters. We're not journalists. Well, I mean, if you are, then you know, you probably have more details. But we as like UFC as spectators, you know, UFC fans, you know, like we don't know the whole story. You know, for someone to fucking lose it like that, something bad really has to happen. You know. And the same thing with me, you know. If I'm not a violent person, I don't look for trouble, but I have my line of respect. I have my values. I have my beliefs. You know, I carry my own code. You know, my own system as well. You know, like just like you and everyone else. And if someone was to try to break that code or cross that barrier between me, then of course the same thing's gonna happen. You know, like, I'm not a violent person, but at the end of the day, if someone keeps pushing and trying to conflict between you and your belief system, and poke at them, cut them, whatever you want to call it, of course I'm not gonna sit back and let it happen. No, because at the end of the day, we all have a will. You know, we're all individuals, and I'm just speaking from as a human being, you know. Like, it's bound to happen. we can't expect people to fight and then not there be not there, you know, not, we can't not be expecting bad things to happen, you know, when people are literally going to war. You know, we've gone to war, countries have gone to war, shit happens, you know, bad things happen. But it's what happens when you go to war. You know, there's also good coming from it, of course, but we gotta accept the fact that there's gonna be bad. You know, there's the fights that happened yesterday were fucking amazing. Like, you saw wars. It was they were fucking cool. You saw a lot of blood too. The Anthony Pettis and Tony Ferguson's fight. That fight was fucking crazy. And just to see someone that was injured like 6 months ago put on a war like that with someone that was, you know, more healthy, more prepared in a way, because you know, his knee wasn't shattered like the way Tony Ferguson's was. Just goes to show the willpower and the mental strength, and not only that, the physical strength that you must have to put up a fight like that with someone, you know? Like, respect to everyone. The fucking oh man, Derek Lewis fucking stole the show with his fucking comedian skills, you know? This guy is fucking hilarious. Really, honestly, one of the best UFC events I've ever seen, and it's crazy. You know, like, I don't think this should affect the sport at all. I think it's just something it's there. There's a probability of those things happening, you know? And I know it sucks for the UFC as a company, but hey, if you're gonna let people talk trash and people say all these things about other people, you also gotta be prepared for what's gonna happen next. You know, like, you let people put up a show to bring hype to the fight, then you gotta be prepared for what might happen. And shit, there's that proof right there yesterday. There's that big proof right there. It happened yesterday, and you never know, it could happen again. You know, it's just the name of the game. You know, shit like that is bound to happen. Anyways, you know, the main event was fucking crazy. You know, it could have gone either way, and I gave it up for both of them. They put on a fucking war. They both gave it their all, and you know, Khabib Nurmagomedov honestly is unstoppable. This is what I think about. Like, I see him, and he doesn't. I don't get that sense that he's a killer. But once you see him fight, you realize that, like, there's something in him that no one has, because no one has been able to take him down and, you know, like, do what he's done to other people. Like, that guy has some strength, man. Like, he has some willpower, you know. And all my respects to him and to Conor and the rest of the fighters. You know, they're doing something that me and a lot of people are not doing. And, you know, like, salute to all you guys, man. You guys keep doing your thing. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are strong people, man. Strong human beings. All right, everyone. Well, take care, man. Those are my thoughts on UFC 229. Don't get mad at people. Shit happens. You know, life goes on. You know, they had their conflicts. Shit, who cares? Life goes on. Take care, everyone.